Welcome back to Wake Up Western. I'm Barrett Boyles here with DV Caitlyn, writer, director, and producer of the upcoming show, Zombies on Campus, A Slaughterpocalypse, showing November 13th through the 19th in the Bardo Performing Arts Center. DV, we are extremely happy to have you here on the show, today with one of your actors, Paige Smith, who plays the role of Charlotte in the show. DV, I think the question on everybody's mind is why zombies? You know, what was your writing process for this show?
Well, the genre is really, really popular. Shows like The Walking Dead, et cetera, et cetera. I knew that we had to sort of go a different route if we wanted to, involve more audience, different kind of audience coming to the theater. That's really the thesis of this particular idea. I was looking for zombie plays. One of our restrictions was it was the big cast show for theater. So that was one of the things. I just could not find anything that I liked, that I wanted to get involved with, that suited our needs. So I went to the director of Stage and Screen and said, how about if I write it? And he said, I would love to do a premiere. And I said, done deal. So.
Good deal. If you could pinpoint one main theme of the show, you know, morally or something like that, what would you say it would be?
Well, I think one of the things that is really interesting about theater and theater students is that what they come away from their education with are skill sets that are kind of just built into what we do. Collaboration, get it done at any cost, etc. This story causes these students who are doing a production of the Scottish play to come together, get over their differences, and work together to, in essence, survive in a very funny way.
Awesome. Now, Paige, what was the hardest part about portraying Charlotte?
I would have to say that because she's such a stock character, and they're all stock characters, and the writing in itself is so funny that it makes our job really easy, but you have to take this character and give her a background and make her a real person, and not just funny, but believably funny, and just put meaning behind everything she does, no matter how ridiculous it is.
Okay. What was the makeup like for the show? I think the audience is probably really interested in seeing that. Like, how was it for you, and what was the inspiration behind the makeup of the show, as far as the characters?
Well, we actually were really lucky to get a gentleman named Andre Freitas to come to campus to do a workshop. Andre did Zombieland, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, X-Men First Class, among a bunch of other, really mainstream things, and came in and showed us some really great techniques that really helped solidify the unique design. We have 3 stages of zombie in this thing. So there's the recently turned, the medium turned, and then the old stubborn zombies.
That's awesome. How long did it take to do makeup?
In the master class that we did, it took about an hour maybe not that long. It took about half an hour or so per person, and that was with him stopping and answering questions. So once it's down to a science, it can actually go pretty quickly, but it was so fascinating to watch.
Wow, I bet. One special part about the show is audience involvement.
Yes.
What can the audience expect from the show?
Well, I think they should come expecting to laugh a lot. They should come expecting to be interacted with, potentially handed things. Somebody may even sit on their knees. We don't overdo it, but it's just that little extra thing that involves the audience. And something interesting about this production is that the audience is actually on the stage with us.
Oh, wow.
So we're in a modified thrust, so it's basically 3/4, not a full round, but 3/4 3-sided seating. And the audience is right there within, several feet of the action. So it's very up close and personal.
So is there a special way that the audience would have to get up on the stage, or is it just kind of like first come, first serve?
It is general admission, so if you want center seating, you want to come a little bit early. But
Okay.
Other than that, it's wherever you sort of prefer to sit.
Wow. Okay, and one last thing. What do you think the audience can take away from this show, other than brains?
Well, it's really about overcoming adversity and finding humor in any situation, and something so farcical as zombie outbreak on campus. Just kind of says, hey, anything can happen at any time, and let's be ready.
Well, I appreciate you coming by. I'm really looking forward to the show. Yeah, it's been a pleasure having you. And make sure you come by and make time to see Zombies on Campus, A Slaughter Apocalypse, showing November 13th through the 19th in our very own Bardo Performing Arts Center. Coming up next is an exclusive on our Campus 2020 vision.